When 10 inches is not enough and you need to go bigger, that's when you need the WEN 12-inch drill press model 4214T. All puns are intentional, and you're welcome. Welcome back to Victory Woodworks with Vic, and I'm Vic. Today we've got an unboxing, assembly, and review of the WEN 4214T 12-inch variable speed drill press. Disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video, and all the opinions are my own. This was purchased with my own money from Amazon and delivered in this box as you see it here. And my wife doesn't know yet. I decided to purchase this drill press as an upgrade and a replacement for my 35-year-old Craftsman 8-inch 3rd horsepower drill press that you've seen in the background over there. And let me bring that on over. This Craftsman has been with me for a long time, and you know what? I love it. But it's just underpowered. This is the old style where you've got the belts up top, 3rd horsepower, and you know what? It just can't turn those Forstner bits like it used to, or like it never did. So that's where we're hoping this is going to be the answer. You know, additionally, this drill press was rated well on Amazon and on sale according to Camel. It was also at its lowest price ever recently at $215 as of the publication of this video. That price was right for me. Again, don't tell my wife. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give us a like and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our woodworking videos. We appreciate it. First things first, let's see what's inside this box. It was actually shipped in really good condition. There's no real damage to the box itself, so Amazon did a good job there. So inside the top here, we have the user manual. We have what looks like the base. Gonna put that down here. We have a little bag of stuff. Looks like handles, screws, and other stuff. We have here a really heavy table. And in the bottom of the box, we have the column and the drill head. All right, let me take these out of the box, set them up here on the table, and get right back to you. Now that we have everything laid out in front of us, let's see what we have. We got the head motor assembly over here, the column assembly here, the table here, base, chuck arbor, and the chuck arbor and chuck, extension wing with integrated rollers. We're gonna review all of these as we do the performance test later. Chuck key is here somewhere. It's in here. These little wing knobs for the bottom of the table. Table lock handles. Hex bolts. Table crank. Hex wrench. Feed handles. Light bulbs already in there. A wedge for getting your spindle in and out. And the speed handle. All right, looks like everything's here as it should be. All right, now let's get this bad boy set up. There are only 17 unique parts to assemble, and it shouldn't take us long, which are famous last words. Make sure you follow the user manual step by step. It's your best friend in this process. And from what I could tell, it's actually written pretty well. Step 1 in the assembly process is to attach the column to the base, and we do that with 4 of these bolts, these hex bolts, and they're 16 millimeter. So let's get this going. Lightly torquing these down first, and then I'm going to come back and tighten them up to final tightness. And I'm going opposite bolts, kind of like you do with your tire. All right, step two. Attach table to table support bracket with one of these screws. There. Now, are you righty or lefty? I'm not sure it matters which direction this table goes in. I'm going to have it slide to the left side. So I think that makes sense to me. You be you. Table is now attached. So far, assembly's going great. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. Now we're going to attach the drill press head to the column. I'm gonna make sure we have enough space here. And we can get it on camera too. Hopefully without dropping anything. All right, let's see what we can do here, because this is the heaviest part. Okay, the head is now attached to the column, and it says to tighten down the little Allen set screw. There's a little screw here on the side. Spin it around. You can see it right there. What we're gonna do is we're going to, well, when we spin this around, just tighten it down. Trying to get everything in alignment, kind of. We can always set that later. This is just to, I guess, make sure the head does not pop off unexpectedly. All right, so that's clamped down nicely. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to attach the feed handles. You got 3 feed handles right here. They have a little dent in there to allow you to put in a wrench to tighten them down securely. They also provide a wrench. So we're going to try their wrench, see how that works. If not, we're going to get our own. But let's get these in first. Could have made the teeth a little bit longer on this one, but it works. Let's give it a little spin. All right, that part looks like it works. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put on the speed handle. Same process, opposite side of the drill press. So let's just spin it around so you can see it. And it just goes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop in the chuck. This is the chuck that came with it, and here's the chuck key. Now on this side, here, let's turn this around again. So we've got the spindle, the chuck, and the chuck key, which I just put down right here. So there's a little spot here on the unit for the chuck key to go into. I'm going to put it there so we don't lose it. The other locking handle for the post, I'm just going to thread that through, just kind of spin it in there. And then finally, we have the crank handle that we're going to add in here. Now there's a set screw on the crank handle, and there's a flat spot. So the set screw goes on the flat spot. So let me just lock this in here. Now, I think they've upgraded this a little bit since some of the earlier videos. It used to be that this handle was completely plastic, but now they have a metal insert inside that the set screw threads into. So this way you've got a better purchase on your lifty table. That seems to work pretty well. I think there's only piece we have left is inserting the spindle here. Now let me just make sure that's cleaned off. I have some mineral spirits on here. Make sure that's nice and clean. Get that in there as far as I can. And essentially, this just threads up, just gets put up in there. But if you notice, there's a little tab here that fits in to a corresponding socket. And if you twist it a little bit, and then you can feel it go in there. So let me grab a light hammer. Got a hammer? And just went in ever so slightly. In here, let's do the same thing. Let's wipe out anything inside. This is our chuck. We're just going to slide it up, give it a light tap, make sure nothing falls out. And essentially, we have one drill press that's fully assembled. Now that was pretty damn easy. Now that we've assembled it, let's talk about the key features and specifications that make the WEN 4214T stand out. Some of these features include 5 amp motor, or 3/4 horsepower motor, if my calculations, and by my calculations I mean the internet, are correct. Variable speeds from 580 to 3200 RPM. Spindle travel, here we go up and down, 3 1/8 inch with a chuck capacity of 1/8 and 5/8. We got a 12-inch swing. So swing is the distance from here to here in a diameter. What's the largest circle we could drill out? The maximum drilling capacity, which is from the bottom of the chuck to the bottom of the base here, is 20 inches. We have adjustable depth stops right here, the roller table, which you've seen, and a built-in laser, which is down in here for precision and drilling. An LED work light, you can see the 2 switches up here up front. Rugged. So one of the features that really caught my eye is a variable speed control. Let's see that in action. So we turn it on, you can see we're at 580. And all you need to do is crank this bad boy up to top speed. It's 3100. That's not so bad. This is fantastic, especially when working with different materials. The adjustable speed gives you the versatility you'll need for various drilling applications. The manual on page 22, let me turn this down. The manual has a table with recommendations for RPM for different drill size, drill bit size, in different materials. Check it out and stop burning your drill bits or your wood. See it right here. Now it's time for the real test of what this machine can do. Let's see how the WEN 4214T performs in action. But before we do that, we got to emphasize some safety measures. And of course, safety first. Always wear your safety gear and follow proper precautions when using any power tool. I'm going to go get mine. Now I got my safety glasses on, got my safety ear muffs. But to be honest with you, this is not that loud. I don't think I need these right now, so I'm going to put these aside. Since I'm primarily a woodworker, let's test this out on several types of wood and different types of bits, both straight and Forstner. No judgment here. We'll test the precision, the power, and the overall performance of this drill press. So for our tests, I've got 1/4 inch plywood, 1/2 inch plywood, and 3/4 inch oak. That'll be a pretty good selection of what we can drill. What we're going to use is our favorite Warrior drill bits from Harbor Freight, which I don't know if they're going to help us or not, but in this test. And finally, we've got this high carbon steel CarbTech Forstner bit set. And we go up to, what's the largest one here? 2 1/8. So we're going to see if we can cut a little hole of 2 1/8 in something. So we'll see how that goes. So first, let's try out the 1/8, because that's the smallest bit this thing will take. So here's a 1/8 and 1/4 inch. Can we reach that? Let's get a little higher. All right, there we go. Just turn on the laser here to see if we're in there. And you know what? Laser's right on target. That was easy. I don't think anybody thought that wouldn't work. Worked in 1/2 inch. Now let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, all three, nice. So now let's jump up to the 5/8, because that's the largest it takes. You know what? I don't have a 5/8 drill bit. All right, let's try 1/2 inch. I don't think we need to try the 1/4 inch. I think that'll be way too easy. So I'm just gonna go straight to the 1/2 inch. No problems. Fairly clean hole. Same here, nice clean hole. Okay, let me set up for our Forstner bit test. We're going to do a couple different sizes, and let me find a larger piece of wood. Be right back. Okay, I've chucked up a 5/8 inch Forstner bit, and we're just going to take a little plunge into this 3/4 inch piece of plywood. See how that goes. Very nice hole. Kind of works as expected. Okay, let's up it up a size or 2 or 3. So that was 5/8. Let's bring it up to 1 1/4, which is twice that size. Now, this is a fairly large hole, so we'll do that on this side. Very nice hole. Let's see if we can maximize this. You know, we probably should have read the manual here on what size or what speed we should run these things. But 1 5/8 inch is what they're saying here is the largest. So I've got a 1 5/8 inch. But you know what? Let's go bigger. Why not? Let's take it all the way to 2 inches. Let's see if we can do a 2 inch Forstner bit through this. And what we're going to do is we're going to slow it down all the way so we don't get any burning. So we're now at about 550 RPM. They're suggesting 580 to 800. Okay. Let's put this underneath here. And let's see how we do. 2 inch. Very nice and clean. I like it. Works as advertised. There you have it, the WEN 4214T in all of its glory. We put it through its trials with straight bits from 1/8 all the way up to 1/2 inch, absolutely no problems. We tried Forstner bits from 5/8 all the way up to 2 inches, absolutely no problem. $215 price tag, absolutely no problem. You know what? I think this is a good value in the budget category for a drill press. If you need something like this, this is probably one of your better choices so far. Time will tell if it holds up, but you know what? It performed as I expected it to, and I'm looking forward to using this going forward. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any questions or you want to share your experiences on the WEN, please drop us a comment down below. Stay passionate